Hello? Hello? Testing. We're all good. Yo. Look at my new room. Woohoo! Hi, so I know you've been back in school for a good few weeks now and I'm a little bit late to the party, but I wanted to do with you a video about being a Christian at school and how to be a Christian at school. So I kind of wanted to do this. I'm 22 years old now and I can remember being 14, 15, 16 really well, and I wanted to do a kind of sharing advice with my 14-year-old self. So knowing the things I know now, this is what I would say to my 14-year-old self about being a Christian at school. And I wanted to impart that wisdom with you guys as well. I've also spoken to some of my friends about some of their tips, and so I just wanted to share it with you guys. So yeah, point number one. Being in school is such an amazing chance to evangelize and witness to our friends. Now, some of you may have thousands of people in your school and you're seeing these people 5 times a week. That is so incredible, and I feel like until we realize how amazing an opportunity we have, you're not really going to want to do anything about it. So I would advise you to take some time to really think about this opportunity that you have at school and think about how many people you're able to reach, and just let that sink in for a minute. Okay, have you thought about it? Because it's pretty exciting, and I don't know what you're going to do after school. You might not know what you're going to do after school. I don't even know what I'm doing after uni yet, which is next year. I have no idea. So you may never be in this kind of situation again where you are surrounded by so many non-Christians on a daily basis. Being in school is such an amazing time to share with those people about the love of Jesus. You are surrounded by people who may never have even heard of Jesus, who don't know what he did. They've only ever maybe heard of him in a way that just doesn't do justice the love that he has for his people. And so this is such an amazing chance for you to share that with your friend. I think just really think about how amazing that opportunity is, because there is something about listening to somebody your age, somebody that you relate to, somebody that you know really well, and listening to them tell their story. So I wanted to encourage you with that. Really let it sink in how amazing an opportunity you have. That would be my first kind of point to think about. Number 2, find your identity in God. Now, this was a massive turning point for me, was when I realised that my identity was found in God and not in who people thought I was or said I was. And I didn't actually really start living out my faith until I was in my final year of 6th form. Firstly, I realised the opportunity that I had, and I realised I would never, after that year, I would never have that opportunity back. I'm gonna just turn it off. Okay, so, where was I? Identity in God, not in who people say you are. It was when I really found my identity was in God and not who other people said I was, that I really started to live out my faith in school. So find out who God says you are. He says that you are loved, that you are treasured, that you are beautiful, and he loves you, and his opinion of you is the only opinion that matters. And when I realised that, that's when I started to be okay with my faith and wanting to live it out, because I realised that actually it doesn't matter what people say about me, it doesn't matter what my friends say about me once they knew I was a Christian, because I was doing it for God, and that's what matters. So find your identity in God and not in this world, not in your friend, because ultimately God's the only one that matters. So that's point number 2. And point number 3, this sounds like something that you're going to hear on everything, and it sounds like a cliche, but it's so true. Pray. Give time to pray for your friends, your school, your teachers. Pray over your school, pray for your friends. Dedicate time in the day, every single day, to pray for your school, whether it's in the shower or when you first wake up or when you're brushing your teeth or on your way to school, whatever it may be. Even if it's just a 2-second prayer saying, God bless my school, or God give me opportunity to share about your love, or give me a courage to do that. God really shows up when we pray. He really does. I promise you, he shows up. Commit time to praying for your school and pray for your friends, and pray for a boldness, because it does take courage and boldness to step out and be different to those around us. It does. God can give us that courage, that boldness. Some people, it may come really naturally to you. For me, it didn't. It doesn't come naturally to me. But I pray that God would give me that courage and that boldness, and he does, because he loves us and he wants to see us stepping out. So pray. Find your identity in God, and and realise the opportunity that you have whilst you're in school. There we go. Those are the 3 points. Let me know. There's my phone going off again. Sorry. Let me know what kind of things you do, what advice you have got for being a Christian at school. Yeah, I really pray that God will give you the courage and show you opportunities, show you how to be a Christian at school, because you guys are awesome and God's going to use you. He really will. He is going to bring revival to this land, and He is going to bring revival in your school. I believe it wholeheartedly. I do. So keep praying, keep being amazing, and God's going to bless that. That's all from me. Subscribe, like, follow, all those things, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Oh.